Okay.
I'm your host, Chris Gethard. I want to say hi to everybody watching live on MNN. Everybody watching live on the internet, where are them Ratzels at? I cannot believe it. Last week, I finally called them the Rats Carlton. They immediately changed their name to the Ratzels. Everybody who might be watching this in the future, so awesome of you to be joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy the show. Kind of a sentimental night for us, because we started the Chris Gethard Show at the UCB Theater in 2009, and we switched over to public access in June of 2011. We just passed the 2-year anniversary, and tonight we decided to celebrate that occasion, because tonight, as named by Drew Johnston, one of our head writers, tonight is episode HUNDO.
It's utterly stupundo. It's crazy, cool, and fundo. You'll scratch your heads and wonder at the HUNDO. HUNDO! HUNDO! HUNDO!
On the show,
yup.
Son of a Gundo, 2 years.
Exactamundo. You'll hear the tube of thundo at the HUNDO. HUNDO! 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 Yeah!
All right. Welcome. Thank you. I think we're good, Bethany. All right. So this show means everything to me, and so many of you guys have been nice. It's been so touching and emotional and strange to read a lot of people online putting their thoughts about what it means to them. And so many people have come out and been a part of this thing, both in New York and by participating online. It just means the world to me. So I wanted to just I just wrote a thing, and I just want to sort of get it out there and talk to people, and just kind of talk to this community straight up in a laid-back way, and hopefully a way that hits home. So it's episode 100 of the Chris Gethard Show, and it does. It seems, thank you. Thank you. And that does. It seems like a really good time. It seems like this would be a good time for reflection. So you'll have to pardon me if I start this episode off with some sappy, sentimental bullshit. And on top of that, Duke Ponzetti, sitting here, one of our head writers, Duke Ponzetti. We wanted to make sure that even in the midst of a heartfelt, very emo episode, that we wanted it to be still the Chris Gethard Show. So Harry Wood, one of our guys, one of the Ratzels, one of the main Ratzels, he alerted us to the presence of an app called the Speech Jammer, which I've been told makes it so you're unable to speak. And Duke Ponzetti has volunteered. I also have a lav. These are unnecessary.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, for this
I don't
Speech
want
Jammer
them in front of my face. We're doing like a big speech thing that's going to go fucking viral, bro.
Don't be difficult.
All right. So Duke Ponzetti, he's going to put earphones on me. I'm going to have them on while I read a speech. I wrote a very long speech. It could take up a lot of the episode. And he will be randomly turning on a speech jammer throughout it. So I think we would all agree it would not be the Gethard Show if there wasn't physical trauma and shame involved. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And if everybody hasn't picked up on it, I'm reading this speech. What's that? I cannot, I legitimately can't hear anyone right now. Oh, no. I love that Shannon immediately found a way to cause trouble. Oh, God. All right. So I just wrote this thing. I'm reading off the teleprompter, so we don't really know how the teleprompter works, so that's it. So the first thing I want to say is just thank you. Thank you to everybody who's sitting up here, everybody who's on our crew, everybody who helps makes this show. From Francis, the sound guy who came to episode 1 and we never saw him again, to JD Amato, who kills himself every week to make this happen. Just thank you, everyone. Everybody who appears on the show, everybody behind the scenes. Danny, who's editing clips for us in Boston all the time. Darren, who works on the website. Nobody even knows about it. Thanks to everybody. I think we built something really cool here. Something that really connects with people in a way that I think none of us could have predicted. In a way that people reach out and they say this show keeps them going. That's amazing. The only thing I ever felt that way about growing up was music, and it's amazing to me that we actually are hitting kids with our dumb show in the gut the same way that music used to hit us in the gut. It's something that I think we should all feel good about, those of us who make the show. We're making a funny thing with a kind heart. People have been finding it, and most of all, I'm really happy to say that we're making this show that my brother and I would have loved when we were dumb teenage. Scroll that back. I missed it. We're making this show my brother and I would have loved when we were 13 in New Jersey. And that's been my whole goal the whole time. I love getting calls and emails from you guys. I love that Shannon went to England and fans were approaching her. I love that people shout at Dave Blood Band, "You're the motherfucking fish man!" And he walks down the street in New York. I love it. All you guys mean more to me than I can ever say. So thank you for turning this into something I could never have imagined. So that being said, I just want to take a moment tonight to say, with as little melodrama as possible, very poorly timed heckling, because I just wanted to say tonight, and just be honest about it, I don't know how much longer we can keep this thing going. And that doesn't mean that we're ending it. Doesn't mean we're planning on ending it. Duke can tell you as one of the writers, we don't sit around talking about ending this thing, but I do sense a couple things. One is that I'm fucking exhausted all the time. We're burning JD out, and all the other people who work on this show. We burn out. The enthusiasm comes and goes. That's life. It's gonna happen, but it makes me realize we're 2 years in, 120 hours of content in. There has to be a point where this thing either changes or ends. So like I said, all I'm saying, I don't know how much longer we're going to make this thing. Maybe it'll be another 2 years, but maybe it'll just be a few months. I'm not sure. But I do know that it is not infinite. And I bring that up tonight for a couple reasons. One is I don't want anyone shocked if it does end. I'd rather say it now on a night when talk like this seems appropriate. So that when the day does come that it's over, we can go out in a ball of flames, we can fucking crash and burn this thing into the ground and not have to slow down for our goodbyes at that time. I want us to be able to throw the show into overdrive and smash it into oblivion when it's time to end it. Our end has to be beyond a finale. It needs to be a cataclysm. I want a fiasco to end this show. And that won't include sappy goodbyes. So whether it's sooner or later, consider this my goodbye. Our show is weird enough that we will have our farewell in the middle of our run. Our show won't, it won't have sentiment, it will have comedy and mayhem, and we will be doing as much as we can to get officially banned from the M&M studio. So when it's our goodbye, call this episode back up, watch it on the archive, and know that I'm saying goodbye now. And I just want to say, I'll miss everyone when it's gone. I will miss hanging out with my friends every Wednesday. I'll miss generating ideas with the most creative people I know. I'll miss talking on the phone with the best and coolest and most interesting people I don't even know in real life. I'll miss tweeting and tumbling and interacting with you guys in any way our mutually, socially awkward asses will allow. I'm going to give you guys 2 promises, though. Number 1, this show ain't ending before the next sandwich night. That'll be unforgivable. We created a holiday, and it's probably my favorite holiday. 1 time, and it's a cute thing we did. 2 times, we're committing to it. 3 times, we have made a tradition. I have my priorities straight. I will never be too exhausted for sandwich night. when we do end this thing, we're not going to limp to the finish line. We come hard and strong, and part of why I want to say all this tonight is we're not going to let this show die out. We're going to keep it fun. As long as it's fun, we'll keep it going, but when it stops being fun, it goes away. We end hard. We stick the landing, I promise you that. No overstaying our welcome. No getting bored. No doing episodes with no heart. I don't want it to be like the show was a baby and then it ends with us all staring at afterbirth. I'm not going to do that, you know? Now, the thing that's troubling and puts pressure on me is that the people who watch this show, they do want it to last forever. It means a lot to them, and that means a lot to me, and I want it to last forever as well. But at some point, it's going to go away, and it might mean that it gets picked up by a network. And that's how it goes away.
Chris!
And let's talk about that for a second. What?
Do you want me to take over for a while?
No. We'll have time for that later, but thank you, Bethany. And I'm very glad you've been celebrating on the night of our Hundo.
I've been celebrating all day.
Bethany's been celebrating it all day. So as I said, going away might mean we end the show. It might mean that maybe actually we do get picked up. And I want to say something about that. Networks, what do we have to do? Besides generating 120 hours of funny fucking content on zero budget with a show that operates out of the trunk of a Ford Fiesta. Put us on cable, okay? We will do damage. Everybody watching this shit knows if we get the chance, we're gonna smash it. I'm not arrogant, but we're doing cool stuff. We use the internet in smarter ways than anyone else, and we're funny. Shannon O'Neill alone is funnier than 90% of things on real networks right now. Okay? That's just Shannon. You add in Murph. You add in Murph and a 40-year-old Goosey and all the fucking shit Hot Dog says, and we're as funny as anybody. So put us on your network. We'll make you a ton of fucking money, I promise. We'll give you a cool show that's already got an audience and is cheap, and we'll make you so much money. So someone just give us a chance to fucking knock it out of the park. I never talk about that on the air, but Jesus Christ, what else do we have to do? We already had 2 write-ups in the New York Times. What do we have to? Anyway. Someday. We might get there, but even then, if instead of ending the show, it goes to a network, it'll still be the end of what we have here today and for the past 2 years. When that day comes, that show will have to be cleaned up and have commercials, and it won't have calls maybe, and it might be a half hour, who knows, but it'll be a different show. And right now, we do have something very pure and something that organically became this thing none of us predicted, and kids all over the world have put their fingerprints on it. So if we don't shut it down, it means that it's still evolving into like a major label version of itself, and that will still have to be a goodbye to being out here on the frontier of public access. So with all that being said, I really do think that the Gethard show as we know it can still live on, even if it does go away. Even if we sell out, yeah, hopefully in a way that's not too horribly offensive. Even if we put a bullet in this thing tonight, I still think it can go on forever. And the way that the Chris Gethard show goes on forever is through all of you. And I just want to encourage everybody right now. Hold on, teleprompter's moving 3 times faster than I can talk. Hold on. I just want to encourage everybody watching this show right now, today, to start making their version of the Chris Gethard show, because this one is not eternal. And I'm calling it now. It's not eternal. I get hundreds of emails from kids who say this show inspires them, and it means the world to me. And I just want to say, if it does inspire you, do something about it. Act on your inspiration and your impulses and follow that inspiration to your version of this. Make it now, your version of the show. I'm not saying everyone should make a public access show. It would be mayhem, and most of them would be really bad. But I am saying that you have something that only you can do. And it's inside you. And maybe you think nobody else wants it to exist. But if there's anything this show has shown you, it should be that things should just exist just to exist. The powers that be, they're not always going to embrace you, and they don't have to give you their money. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to give you their help. But the powers that be can't stop you from existing. So maybe your TCGS is an album you're too scared to write. Maybe it's a comic book you've been 80% done with forever. Finish it. Maybe it's a painting, maybe it's a dance piece, maybe it's a stand-up set that you've been too scared to get up and try. The thing inside you is your version of this. And if you're one of the creative weirdos watching us and living vicariously through us, being outsiders and fighting to make something you believe in, it's time to stop living vicariously, start making something that you believe in. If all the kids out there do that, this show does live on. For a long time, I thought we'd be the ones to change the game, and that might not happen. I thought for a while it would, and that somebody might notice us and put us in a position to start some new conversations. And it's been hard realizing that maybe we have already gotten as close to that as we could. But my hope and my guess is that there's some kid out there right now who's watching this who has the best idea ever. And he thinks no one wants to see it, or she thinks no one wants to see it, and they think no one wants to hear it. And maybe he or she doesn't think they'll find anyone who wants to hear it. Well, in the beginning, no one wanted this show either, and now a lot of people connect hard to it every week, and they point to us as a positive aspect of their lives. So people, they want to hear you, but you got to start shouting. And people will see what you want to show them, but you got to shove it into their faces for that to happen, and you can't shove anything in anybody's face if you're too scared to make it exist. So make your thing. That's all the Gethard show started as, me making my thing. Make your thing. It should exist. And if all of you out there actually do it, one of those things will be the game changer. It's one of you guys that will pick up the torch on what we've been doing and make a bigger, better version of it down the road. And
Chris!
Bethany, what?
Do you want me to stand in now?
I really don't.
Okay, I'm here for you.
Yes, Carlstead.
Mr. Cream!
Yes, what's up, Carlstead?
You know, you've inspired me so much that me and Mr. Bench were thinking of doing a show where we review the greatest art form of all time, musical!
Okay. That's awesome. And I hope it happens. Let me just finish my speech before anyone starts shouting crazy shit. Cool? Bethany and Carlstead, are you cool? You're not even mic'd. Hundo. All right. You might be sitting there watching this right now, and you might be saying to yourself, what he's saying, it's not meant for me. Well, it's meant exactly for you if you're the person thinking that. I promise you, you are the target. The person's thinking that you aren't the one I'm talking to. I don't believe in myself either. I still struggle with it, okay? People haven't believed in me along the way always. And you're watching this now, but all these people believed in this thing. And we made people watch it, and we made people listen. And people believed in me, and I believe in you guys who watch this show. I really think that down the line, more people are going to discover this show. The archive stays online forever. And my guess is that down the line, the thing that'll flatter me the most is I bet there's some really creative people or kids now who are going to say that this thing helped them go for broke when it was time to go for broke. So I don't want anybody being shocked when the Gethard show ends. And the way you can start buttressing against the sadness that would come with that is by making your own Chris Gethard show. So what is it? I want to know. Okay, I want to know what the Andrea Streeter show is. I want to know what the Millie from New Hampshire show is. I want to know what the Luke from Chicago show is. I want to know what the Harry Wood show is. I want to know what the Alyssa show is. I want to know what the Jesse Guacamole show is. I want to know what the Jew Halasco show is. I want to know what the Fred from Honolulu show is. I want to know what the Andres from Massachusetts show is. I want to know what the James and Allison from San Francisco show is. I want to know what the Kevin Feldman show is. That guy let me stay on his couch in Austin. I want to know what the Shelby from Kentucky show is, what the Nathan Swagner show is, what the Kara Chapman show, the Zach Cooper show, the Taylor Decker show is. I want to know what the Meredith Cesari show is, what the Todd from Pittsburgh show is, what the Ariel from Long Island show is. I want to know what the Royce from San Francisco show is. I want to know if his brother Chris is his sidekick on that show or if he has his own show. All right? I've already seen a little bit of what the Jeremy Kay show is, and I want to see more. I want to know what the Stellan from Sweden show is. I want to know what the James B. from Northern Ireland show is. I want to know what the Quinn from LA show is. He called him for the first time last week. What's your show, bro? I want to know what the Stephen Kristen from Salem State show is, what the Caroline E. Anderson show is, what the Pitchell show is. I want to know what the Pseudo show is. I want to know what the Walter or OnlyFans show is. I want to know what the Aunt Tresap show is. I want to know what the Naomi Calhoun show is. I want to hear the album that kid who called in for our New Year's resolution said he was going to make. He said he was scared to make it and that he'd come and play it on our show, and I haven't heard from him since. I want to hear that fucking album, dude, okay? Maybe it's going to be really good and make fucking Sgt. Pepper look like a pile of horse shit. I want to find out. Probably not, but I want to find out, okay? If everybody out there who's claimed they connected with this thing remembers that this show is about that, it's about connecting with each other, it's about interacting. And if everybody takes that beyond what should be the logical limit, which we've done, and you take action. If you go out and emulate what we've been doing, not necessarily in style or in tone, but in motivation, then a lot of good quality, kind-hearted, and interesting art will exist that did not exist before, okay? Here's my advice for anybody out there who's creative and scared. Shout until they fucking hear you, and then shout even louder, okay? And then all you have to do at that point is listen for the other people who are shouting, okay? And you'll feel safe together. That's what you guys have done for us, okay? The early days of this show, nobody was watching. And then slowly but surely over time, you guys started sending us emails or tweeting at me or calling in. And collectively, what you guys said to me, what you guys said to all of us, what kept me going personally through professional failings, through horrific times in my personal life, and through a lot of self-doubt, the thing that you guys all came together and said in one big voice, the way I heard all those calls was you guys said, hey man, we're out here and we hear you. And I just want you guys to know that we've proven we're out here, and all of us want to hear you, and we want to hear each other, and that's what I've been thinking about with episode 100. Let me hear you. Make me hear you, and make all of us do it. We've proven there's whole communities out there that want to hear you, okay? So if the furthest TCGS goes is being proof to a more creative person than me that they might actually be able to find their gang, that's a great legacy, and I'll be really proud of that, okay? Trust that your voice is worth hearing. Trust that people will want to hear it. Let those people surprise you, and most of all, surprise yourself. Now, most of the people who started this show and act on it come from an improv background, and Del Close is the guru for our style of theater. And he said on his deathbed that one of the things he was proud of was that he helped make theater of the heart. And I think about that a lot because I'm a big fucking improv nerd, so I think about Del Close a lot. And it makes me happy when I step back and look at what we did with this show, because I think television is not a thing that necessarily has heart. And we have made... in a... We haven't made popular television. We haven't made money for making television. We haven't become famous through television, but we have made television of the heart. Now go make some shitty art and be psyched when the guy next to you takes the time to tell you that it's not that shitty. Thank you guys all again for your support. I'm going to step away now. I just want to remind everybody, next week we don't have a show. And it's because Gur Stevens got nefarious. And what I think happened is he tried to book our studio for our 100th episode. Sorry, Gur. You might be good at giving Spanish lessons, but it looks like you're bad at math. So, as for you guys watching, remember, there's no show next week. So you're gonna have to find another reason to get together and discuss something in the chat room. So somebody needs to step up and make some art for everybody to enjoy next week, because we're not gonna be here, okay? So I'm gonna step away now. Thanks again, everybody. Now get to work. All right, that's my... Call us up, 212-757-1393. Anything you want to talk about for episode, Hundo, memories of the show, messages to the community, that's great. All these people up here, you're going to get a chance to come up, talking to the mic and get speech jammed. It is fucking really irritating. Duke Ponzetti, the smirk on your smug fucking face while you did that was really pissing me off. I do love it. More than anything. So we'll be back. You'll hear from all these people, and I'll stop rambling and being fucking self-centered and taking up all the time. But in the meantime, I am so, so happy. One of the things about our very first episode was that we booked a musical guest who's a friend of mine who's been a part of things, and it's sappy, and you don't say shit like this to people. But not only is Mikey Erg a friend of mine, but he's also one of my favorite musical artists of all time. Hallie can tell you, when I start talking about Mikey Erg, I get emotional to an actually ill-advised degree with how much I enjoy his music and how much I love him. We had him on episode 1, and episode 1 was fucking horrible. It was horrible, and our buddy took the hit while everybody was just wearing white clothes and staring at him like fucking creeps. So we've come a long way with this show, and the enthusiasm and the musical appearances. Heidi and Kiri and Zane have made sure of that with the fucking bands they get. It's amazing. But all of us now know how this show works. The last time this guy was here, we didn't know how this shit worked. We didn't know how to get up and dance. Rob Malone hadn't yet showed us the Rosetta fucking Stone of how to dance on the Chris Gethard show. So tonight, we're all going to get up and we're going to give him a hero's welcome because he's one of our own. And he did us a favor by coming on episode 1 in the first place. So episode Hundo, we're going to erase that horrific experience and give him a great fucking time as we all get up and dance and celebrate Hundo with Mikey Erg!
Thanks, Chris.
Well, hell, confusion celebrates its illusion on the good times that I've known. Cliches like smoking sparks, throwing stone. This is the life, and there goes the life. Now here we move it in. All creatures great and small, no longer friends. Here's to Philadelphia. 3 cheers for your new boyfriend. Well, hell, common sense and gross ignorance. Carolina basement shows. Found a gift for breakfast, so it goes. And this is the life, and there goes the life. Oh, here we go again. All creatures great and small, I'll never win. Here's to Philadelphia, train tracks in Birmingham. Here's to admitting what a fool I've been. Here's to Philadelphia, train tracks in Birmingham. Here's to a minute wonderful I've been. Thank you.
So much better this time, right? That has to be so much more pleasant than the last time you did that. People danced, and I felt so bad, so bad. It's not just bad, personally humiliated that we had you do that musical experience. All right, so Duke Ponzetti's going to come back up with the speech jammer. Anybody who's up here who wants to say anything to our fans or about the show or whatever it is tonight will be really fucking self-indulgent. The only condition is whatever you choose to say, you will be wearing the speech jammer. Duke Ponzetti will be fucking with you. I don't, whoever wants it, whoever wants the floor, it's yours. All right, Riley Stone.
Sorry, I got a little caught there. There you go.
We should commit right now to the fact that anyone who speaks from this point further will be mercilessly heckled by the rest.
Okie dokie.
Shannon, you should come down front where you can be heard with your heckles at the very least. Right?
I like where I am.
Okay. Okay. Hi. Is this work? Hi everybody. I'm Riley Soliner, and whoa. Okay. The last time that the Chris Gethard show had an episode where they talked about how the show may change or end, it was at the UCB Theater, and it was really cool, and it was a good show. And there was like a question and answer where you could submit a question, and it was an interview with Gethard's dad, and basically I had the chance to ask Gethard's dad about how he felt about how Gethard was so influential in so many people's lives. And it related to me in the fact that the first show I ever saw at the UCB Theater, it was It was, this is, what? What did she say? I can't speak anymore. Basic, come on, dude. I'll end with this. I moved here because I saw Chris Gethard do comedy, and I wanted to be him or like him, and to work with him has been incredibly eye-opening and inspirational, and he's taken me farther than I ever could have gone on my own. And I'm now incredibly cool, and you all look up to me because of him. And I can't go a week in New York City without someone coming up to me and going, "Hey, man, I like what you do," and it's I like what I do too. What did she say? What did you say?
Shannon Eccles cannot be heard by anyone.
What did she say, man?
Nothing, dude.
Thank you, Gethard. Thank you, Shannon, too, because you're the one who pushed me to write the show that I'm very proud of. Whatever. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Dylan in Arizona on the phone. Dylan in Arizona, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How you doing?
I'm good. What do you want to talk about tonight? We're going to do a couple quick calls and get more people up.
Well, I don't know how to follow up with all of that, but first of all, everyone at the Rascals is like in tears and, you know, group hugs all over the place.
Well, if there's anything I want to do, it's make the Ratzels cry.
But, you know, it really kind of spoke true to all of us, and even I got my own dumb thing on YouTube that I guess I should go and pursue that now.
What is it, man?
The Old Iron Giant BS. I'm just a satire of the internet.
All right, where do we find it?
On YouTube.
You should add a paragraph about how to advertise yourself, too.
You get with the URL. What's your username?
YouTube.com/The Old Iron Giant BS. I'm really bad at shameless self-promotion.
That's okay. I'm fantastic at it. I got your back. Awesome. Well, I'll check it out. Thank you. Dylan from Arizona. Let's go to Lena in North Carolina.
Hi,
Hi, Lena. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, the next Alyssa.
Lena, can I ask how old you are?
I'm 25.
Oh, we've talked before. You've called the show before and the same thing happened. You sound so young.
Don't worry, Lena, I get that too.
Yes. Lena, what do you want to talk about tonight?
I just wanted to say how happy I am that I found your show, and it means a lot to me. And
Oh, that's so nice.
it made me really scared when you read, when I read what you wrote about this episode, and I'm happy that at least there will be a few more.
Yeah, at least do sandwich night, right? We can do that, right, Duke?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Lena, thank you for finding the show. Very, very happy you enjoy it. Let's go. Oh, my man Stuart down in Florida. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I just wanted to say, like, speaking of creative things and making cool things, I really enjoyed Coconut Berry Lemon Tree.
Coconut Berry Lemon Tree. Vacation Jason mixtape. Download it today. I liked it as well. I thought that in particular Sunburn's verse was incredible.
I
Yeah.
haven't listened to it yet.
All right, that's awesome. That's great. You got a guy saying he likes your shit.
It's incredible. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
What
I
else?
also just wanted to say, I don't know about you, Chris, but I think a live performance with DJ Board's Vacation Jason
Wait, what do you want
might
to do
be
with
one
that?
that is I've heard.
What?
If he wants to see a live performance with DJ Board Shorts and Vacation Jason.
We hold concerts in New York, and we have booked Vacation Jason.
$1,500.
Awesome. Thank you, Stuart, Florida. Who's next? Anybody? Drew Johnston, a.k.a. the barista, a.k.a. the guy in the horse costume, a.k.a. the hitmaster himself. Drew Johnston, put on those speech cameras.
Laundry day.
Stay close. Stay close to that mic. That one, yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Why is he like the hitmaster?
I am genuinely... Fuck. I'm genuinely worried.
I'll give you a break.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I am genuinely worried, and I think I've said this to Chris, but I am genuinely worried that Hintmaster is the peak of my comedic prowess. Oh, okay, cool. Until actually right now, this might be the peak of my comedic prowess. But I just want to say to everyone who watches the show and who's supported it from the get-go that I know I'm speaking. Duke won't want to say this, but because he doesn't like getting sentimental, he likes wearing doctor jackets and sunglasses. But
Favorite thing in the world, right here.
This is your favorite. Yeah, you are having a fucking time of your life. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for creating a community that we could all rally behind and have a fun time with. And to everyone that we've reached out to who's come on the show and helped us out. From
Sounds like he's thanking the
feel
leader
like
of the
when I do
KKK.
this, it looks like I'm like it's a horrible orgasm. I don't even know. Fuck me. But thank you everyone for coming out.
I believe the human fish has requested to go next. The human fish has requested to go next. All right, the human fish, the breakout star of the show. Human fish, it's fair to say, the only reason anybody liked the show in its earliest days. Can never thank the human fish enough for keeping the show afloat for as long as he did. The human fish, ladies and gentlemen.
He's done it before.
Headphones can't fit with the goggles.
I wanted to do this because, oh, wow. Hey, I kind of like that. That's cool. So, 2 years ago, I got talked into playing a ridiculous character on a public access TV show, and it couldn't have been the best decision I ever made. Like, it's the best decision I ever made, and it's great. I'm very grateful. I can't hear what anybody's saying or doing, and I just want to say thanks to Gethard, and without this show, I wouldn't have had the confidence. You are a dick. You're a dick.
Just speak from your heart.
This isn't special what I'm doing right now. I've been David Blovband before on the show, and if anybody thinks that I don't love doing this character, they're absolutely wrong. I fucking love putting on these shorts and flippers every single week.
Let's go to Luke in Chicago, the aforementioned Luke. How's it going, man? Luke, you there? One more chance. Yeah, is Luke there or no?
Yeah, this is Luke.
Luke, Hundo, how's it going, man?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. What do you want to talk about?
Well, you were talking about you wanted to hear about our ideas of like our creative outlets.
Yes.
And I just wanted to mention that I've been looking into doing YouTube material, and I've been too lazy to do it for like the longest time.
Let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. Let's get it going.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to get off my ass and do that. But
That's good.
I have a request.
Yeah.
Is there any Ritz crackers in the building?
There are not any Ritz crackers in the building. This is a night of celebration.
Chris, did you see what I made for you?
What's that?
Did you see what I made on Tumblr?
That was amazing. Luke, you did make a TCGS site out of this stuff. That's amazing. It is. No, please don't make me do that dance. I don't want to do the dance tonight, Luke. Come on.
But I love it so much.
Thank you, Luke. And we love you. Luke, thank you for your support of the show. Let's go. I think this is our first call from this country ever. Anna in Brazil. How's it going?
Hey. How are you guys?
I think this is our first call from South America, if I'm right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How's things going down in Brazil?
It's been good. It's actually only my third time watching the show live on the internet.
Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy it.
I kind of wanted to thank you guys. I've been going through a lot of changes in my life right now, and just watching the show, I watched the whole thing in 3 weeks, and it has helped me a lot.
Oh, good.
Figure out stuff.
That's great. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That means a lot. What part of Brazil are you from?
I'm from the south, but I actually live in the capital right now, Brasilia, it's called.
All right, yeah, nice. I did jiu-jitsu for many years, so I'm familiar with your culture and ways. All right, Anna from Brazil, obrigado. Thank you for calling the show. All right, one more call, and then we'll see who's up next. So anybody who wants to go next? Anybody? Oh, all right, now everybody wants to go. Great. All right, Royce from San Francisco. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
It's good, man. What do you want to talk about tonight?
I just want to say thanks, man. So much.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know. I found the show a while ago, and I don't know. It just was an escape for the longest time, and I don't know. Everyone's been so super nice to me. It's insane.
Good. That's awesome. That's what we're here for.
And I don't know. Everyone's so funny and talented, and I'm just telling people that in the future I could just see everyone here running the world. I could see you become some weird legend, and I don't know, Riley on freaking Weekend Update, and I don't know, Murph with his own show, and I don't even know, just everyone just out there doing things, and they're gonna just talk about this weird place where it all fucking started, and that's what I think is what I'm witnessing right now, just the jumping off point for fucking legends in the making.
Thank you, Royce. That's really kind of you. I hope that happens as well. We'll see. I would love that. I hope all these people are successful so they give me jobs. That's what I hope. Thank you, Royce. Let's get a bunch of our cast members out of the way. Let's go ahead and say a minute each. Oh, wait, before we do that. Are you aware of this, my friend? Phil Jackson, the show's poet. Cast members, when we do these, let's keep them to 1 minute each from now on so we can get through a whole bunch. Do you know about the speech jammer? Have you been in the studio yet?
I just arrived, so I put on this.
We've been using a speech jammer. That's kind of the theme of the episode, is that you don't have to.
I will, sure.
Keep it cool, Ponzetti. Everybody loves Phil's poems.
I got it.
All right. I was at PAX Foods today. Got a turkey. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. I got a turkey bacon wrap. Yeah. Okay. And then I got a wave of inspiration. I started thinking about this show. I really love this show. So if it's all right, can I share a poem with y'all? All right. Can I get a hundo? Hundo. 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 What's in a number? Fuck this. What does it represent? What does it signify? What does it exemplify? What happens when it multiplies? What happens when numbers grow? Do more numbers mean you live? Do more numbers mean you thrive? Or do more numbers mean you get aged, old, wither, and just die? I think sometimes a number is bigger and means more than what is simply said or written on paper. So when we say a hundo, we all know that we're speaking about a bundle of memories and moments, real talk, kind words, twisted actions, some worthy of praise and others worthy of atonement, but all in the pursuit of keeping things fresh so we condone it. Being weird, being losers, yes, we own it. Tonight we all turn a hundo, and we all on that Ali shit. because we rumble, young man, rumble. So when I say hundo, 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 I ain't talking Telemundo. I ain't talking Boston Celtics. I ain't talking Rajon Rondo. Hundo, hundo, hundo. Haters never make us crumble like a cookie or a basketball. We swat them like Matumbo. No, no, not in my house. And I ain't talking about a city, I ain't talking about Toronto. And I ain't talking about Chipotle, I ain't talking about cilantro. And I ain't talking about shitty movies, I ain't talking about that Tonto. That was a mistake for Johnny Depp. And I ain't talking about O.J. Simpson, I ain't talking about a Bronco. And I ain't talking about Peyton Manning. I ain't talking about a Bronco. I'm not talking about that four-legged animal. I'm not talking about a Bronco. I'm not talking about LeBron James's friends. I'm not talking about LeBron and co. Or a poncho, or a head honcho, or a seashell concho, or an actor James Franco. And I sure as hell ain't talking about no Gur Stevens. Hundo, hundo, hundo. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Will you hang out for the first time ever? Phil Jackson's going to stay for the first time ever. Bethany, 1 minute. Everybody gets a minute or less. Let's get it going. Phil, wonderful poem. Thank you so much. Bethany, let's get, oh boy. Let's do it. Your minute starts now.
Hi. I've been celebrating for a long time. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I started this show because I told Chris Gethard that I was hilarious. And he believed me. And there was nothing that I was more scared of than being myself on stage, so it makes me really skeptical that I've been myself on this show for 100 episodes. I have no problem playing characters. Ooh. But the thing that gets me most excited about this show is that we're all just ourselves. And being myself is not the easiest thing, especially in front of however many audience members we have on any given week. But it really excites me, and I think what's so cool about this show in particular, and about Chris in general, and what makes him one of my dearest and nearest friends, is that this time on Wednesday nights we get to be ourselves, and whoever we are, it's okay. And it brings me so much comfort to be around you guys, and to be myself, and have whoever I am to be okay. And so no matter where we go or what happens, I just want everyone to know how much it means to me that I've been able to share like a very vulnerable and honest side of myself with all of you, and that I've gotten to know pieces of each of you. And now this sound thing is like all fucked up.
Who's next? Calstead? Calstead, let's go. 1 minute, Calstead. 1 minute tops. 1 minute tops. I'm going to start being strict. Shannon, can you help me start being strict on that? All right, Shannon's going to start being
I got you, an anniversary gift.
Oh, thank you, Calstead. Go over there. Go over there. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
It's a microphone.
The closest of a blade with the convenience of electric.
Oh, yeah, I used one myself. So you know it's good.
Thanks, Calstead.
Oh, wow. Well, I just want to say hi to Mr. Bench and Miss Sarah Leah Lee and Unky Howe. You know, a lot of things have happened since the last time I've been on. Sarah Leah Lee graduated, and Unky Howe made a porno. It's called Local Amateur Hoes, and I just ordered a brand new fanny pack.
few more of those after we get back to our musical guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we almost broke. Galston almost broke this mission. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he killed it before. He's going to kill it again. Our friend and yours. Let's get up as we welcome back to the stage the one, the only, Mikey Erg. Oh, we made it awkward for Mikey again. There we go. Sorry.
I'm gonna do this song again. I did it second the first time I played, and I'm gonna do it again. So the song's called "Pray for Rain." I'm so in love with you, so I thought I'd try something new and write a silly song about just what your smile could do. It's just not working out. Now I'm having my doubts. It seems a broken heart of us. That's all that I'm all about. Well, I'm sore from the smiles that you're giving to me. Just can't wait for the day when it inevitably say I'm not the guy you thought you knew when we had the talk. You regrettably informed me that you're taking a walk. So in love with you, but I just don't know what to do. Seems I lose my inspiration, but my heart's on a loop. Oh, welcome to pain. Oh yeah, I'm praying for rain. A bitch on top of Patty's head and see these ones over here. The sore from the smiles that you're giving to me. Just can't wait for the day when inevitably you say I'm not the guy you thought you knew when we had the talk. You regrettably informed me that you're taking a walk. And I can write you the perfect song. You can sing along. Yeah, you can sing along. And I can write you the perfect song. You could sing along. Yeah, you could sing along. Happy Hundo! Well, I'm sore from the smiles that you're giving to me. I just can't wait for the day when inevitably say I'm not the guy you thought you knew when we had the talk. You regrettably informed me that you're taking a walk. And I can write you the perfect song. You could sing along. Yeah, you could sing along. And I can write you the perfect song about how everything's gone wrong. Well, you could sing along. Thank you.
Mikey Erg, the best. The best in the game. Weirdly emotional about Mikey Erg. I've never told you that. I freak out, man. It's weird. It's really weird. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna get a bunch more of the cast. We'll see how long it goes. I think we might shoot a little bit over the midnight, so watch it on the archives if we get caught off and you're watching right now. That being said, it looks like the Reservoir Dog himself, the man of the cloth, the man of the cloth is here. Murph, ladies and gentlemen.
Before I put these headphones on real quick, I just want to say that the one huge upside of this is that every time Duke Ponzetti hits this and the echo starts in, everyone sounds like a retarded Lou Gehrig. The luckiest man. All right, let's do it. To say I had a rough patch in my 20s is an understatement. And coming to New York and retarded Lou Gehrig. Coming to New York, Gethard took a chance on me. And that was awesome. And this is fucked. Everyone, because it's a part of the show, is very fearless, and I love that about it. And I felt that this community was strong enough that I wanted to propose to my lover on this program. Because I feel I had such a sense of community over 2 years of being a part of it, and I feel very fortunate for that. And I want to thank Gethard and Duke Ponzetti. And yeah, fantastic. Let's move on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, look. Shannon O'Neill. Shannon's been heckling everyone else all night long. Shannon O'Neill, the Queen Bee, my creative muse for years.
So Gethard and I have known each other for a very long time. It's like I'm on Molly. And the reason, fucking turn this off. Okay. I think one of the big reasons Gethard and I became friends is we both have a very similar approach to things, and I think it's being okay to fail something. Like being up there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this speech jammer on and I'm gonna conquer it. But if I fail, I'm okay with that. So that's a good thing to approach anything. Like be okay failing, but trusting that you will succeed. And with that success, I know this show will be picked up by someone at some point. And when that happens, I want all the network executives to know that I always get paid 0.1% more than Chris Gethard. Thank you so much.
Banana Man? All right, Banana Man. You got your minute.
All right. I just want to say that I showed up to this show on episode 7, and all they used to say was that if you wear a costume, you're going to be on camera, and I like wearing costumes, and I like being on camera. But more importantly, the show encourages you to be weird, and it encourages you to just fucking own up being yourself, being a lunatic in front of everyone, because you can't fail. As long as you are who you are and you mean it, and you're excited about it, that's the best. This is really weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, the person who, in my mind, defined what this show could be, Random Gene. Welcome back to the show. Random Gene, not into it. Random Gene, not into it. Hey! Nobody boos Random Gene in her own house. Nobody boos Random Gene in her own house. The floor is yours, Random Gene.
Okay, I was actually supposed to spend that summer interning at Facebook, or at least I thought I did. They totally punked me. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. I still don't have a Facebook. Anyway, but the good thing that out of it is I met a lot of cool friends. I met Julia, who took me to, Stu Leonard's this past weekend, and I hadn't been there in 5 years. And Jesse took me out for a hot dog a few weeks ago, and Melissa came to my house today. What's that? My friends in Boston always help me out. And oh God, I can't even think about her name, but she lives in Saugus. Yeah, and she invites me over sometimes too. And I've met so many good friends. Like Andrew. Andrew's been one of my really good friends as well. Like he and Stellan have come over to my house, and Melissa, we had like a party. And I know that whenever I go to like Sweden, I'll always have a friend to stay with because there's Stellan and Chris and everybody, and everyone's been really nice to me. And I'm just grateful that I've met all these friends. So fuck Europe and Facebook.
The guy, we'll talk. I don't know. JD will let me know if we can film some afterwards. But let's go ahead, Andres. The show ends when it hits 58. Andres from Massachusetts. Once that says 11:58, we're done. So in the meantime, just remember that one and that one.
Yes.
Get a close up on that tattoo right next to Andres' head. All right. All right, it's yours. It ends in 20 seconds.
Yeah, man. I'm wearing a suit to this, and I've never worn a suit before.
Speech jam this kid.
Yeah, speech jam this kid. Being a teenager really fucking sucks, and it's not easy in life. But sometimes you just have to deal with it, and I've dealt with it as best as I thought I could, because I found this show. I was really depressed. Middle school sucked. I got through it somehow. I think it was because of the show. I don't really know. I don't know why the speech jam is not affecting me. Whatever. Fuck that thing. Anyway, seriously though. I know it's cool. I can finally say I'm a loser now, and I know kids at school just think I'm a loser, but fuck you guys, because I got friends here. It's really cool to finally find a community that really accepts you for who you are. I made a lot of really good friends from this. People that I've never even met before from states. I'm never gonna go to probably because I'm fucking anxious as hell on planes. But seriously, if you haven't seen the show before, really watch it. I hope you see this and one day do what Chris does, because I really want to do something cool one day too, and I think it's really cool that I can have friends like Chris who does something so cool like this, and he's been the coolest person I've ever met.
Omar? All right. This guy. You gotta. Omar, you've been to 96 of our 100 shows?
97.
97. 97.
That's more than I've been to.
More than I've been to. That's more than I've been to, significantly. All right, Omar, the floor is yours, man.
You suck, by the way.
You gotta talk into the mic.
Okay, I was... Ooh. Wow. I was on the first episode, and Diana actually, yeah, thanks. Actually painted my face, and somebody from UCB told me in 2010 to check out the Chris Gethard show, and I said, why the fuck would I want to see that? It sounds stupid. So, yeah. I saw so many episodes at the UCB, and Chris announced it on stage that like he was coming here, and I fell in love ever since. And Chris has been the best friend ever, and even if this is the last show, I will miss you so much.
I'll miss
Thank you
too,
again.
Omar. I'll miss you too, man.
Thank you.
I love you, dude. All right. There we go. No, we got to end this somehow, right? We got JD.
Vacation Jason really quick.
JD, what do you want to do? You tell me. All right. I gotta say, I love Rob Malone more than anyone. I am psyched that they're chanting for you to finish. Should we? You're gonna finish this episode, I think. JD, what do you think? Is Rob Malone our last guy?
Did he have to say bye to live stream yet? Do you have to say bye? Have already said bye?
Yeah,
to
the live stream's been gone for a minute.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
so
Rob.
we don't have to worry about that. Okay. All right.
Tell us where we're going afterwards first.
Hey everybody! What's up, JD? Hey everybody! Thanks for coming to the show! If you can help us out by leaving the studio as fast as possible. But we're all going to party tonight, and you got no excuse not to come. We're going to Lincoln Park, the bar named after the I'll see you there.
All right, Lockstream. Good to see you. No? JD Amato doesn't want to say anything.
Put it on.
Don't be difficult.
Do it.
Okay, for the next part of the show, we're not going to have the speech jammer. That's my job as the director, so I can do that. Fuck you guys. When we first created this fucking show... When we first created this show, it was... First there's just...
Goblins run the country! Goblins run the country! That's how we end the show. Goblins! 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 Thank you guys so much. We really love you so much. Thank you so much for coming out and putting up with this horrible self-indulgence for the last hour of your lives. It really means a lot. Thank you. We'll see you at Lincoln Park.
There's a couple. This one actually, this one called Speech Jammer.
Yeah, let's just end the show when it ends. Drake's right, man.